Please welcome Miss Jillian Ma and the Vocal Jazz Ensemble.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Today, we will be starting off with a tune called Blue Skies, arranged by Steve Zagree. And we are the Central Memorial Jazz Vocal Ensemble,
also known as the Central Memorial Kittens.
Miss Holstead reference. Anyways, we hope you guys enjoy this tune. This tune will be featuring Kyla Ishiara Gooding and Morgan Milax. Oh, also, I'm so sorry. We have collaborating with us a wonderful rhythm section, Juwon Park on keys. Reese Challoner on bass. And Kai Lee, our wonderful drummer. We hope you guys enjoy Blue Skies.
Blue skies smiling at me, nothing but blue skies do I see. Bluebirds singing a song, nothing but bluebirds all day long. Never saw the sun shining so bright, never saw things going so right. Noticing the days hurrying by, when you're in love, while they fly. Oh, blue days, all are gone. Nothing but blue skies from now on. Ba-da-da.
Our next piece tonight will be City of Stars from La La Land, arranged by Jay Althouse. We hope you enjoy City of Stars. Oh, that's a lie. This will be featuring Kyla and Riley. Now we hope you enjoy City of Stars, arranged by Jay Althouse. Thank you.
City of stars, are you shining just for me? City of stars, there's so much that I can't see.
Who knows? I felt it from the first embrace I shared with you.
But now our dreams may finally come true. City of stars.
stars, oh, you're shining just for me. City of stars,
You never shine so brightly.
Our next piece will be On a Clear Day, composed by Darman Meter, and it will feature many soloists, including Claire Bridgewater, Eliana, sorry, Eliana, Josie, Kyla, Morgan, and myself. We hope you enjoy On a Clear Day.
On a clear day, was
The next tune we have for you is a famous tune that's all over everyone's TikTok. This tune is originally by Leve, and this is arranged by Michelle Weir. It is called From the Start, and we hope you guys enjoy. Featuring Aliana, Riley, and Anna.
Don't you notice how I get quiet when there's no one else around? Me and you in awkward silence. Don't you dare look at me that way. I don't need reminders of how you don't feel the same. Oh, the burning pain.
Listening to you harp on about some
New soulmate.
she's so perfect, blah blah blah. Oh,
How I wish you'll wake up someday.
run to me, confess your love at
Please just let me say that when I talk to you, oh Cupid walks right through and shoots an arrow through my heart. And I sound like a loon, but don't you feel it to confess I loved you from the start. What's a girl to do? Lying on my bed staring to the blue. Unrequited, terrifying. Love is driving me a bit insane. Have to get this off my chest. I'm telling you today that when I talk to you, oh Cupid walks right through and shoots an arrow through my heart. And I sound like a loon, but don't you feel it to confess I loved you from the start. Confess I loved you, just thinking of you. I know I've loved you from the start.
Hello everyone, we've had so much fun tonight, but it's time for our final tune, which is Sing Sing Sing, arranged by Mark Breimer.
I would like to reintroduce our fantastic rhythm section with Juwon Park on keys, Reese Challoner on bass, and Kai Lee on kit. We would also like to thank Miss Hillstead and Miss Ma for making this year so impeccable and awesome. Thank you, Miss Hillstead. We really appreciate you coming out tonight to support us. You mean a lot to all of us. We love you.
I love you.
Please enjoy Sing 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 by Louis Freeh.
Sing, sing, sing. Sing, sing, sing. Sing, 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 sing. All you don't swing, you don't get no satisfaction.
When the music comes around,
Just join in with your own sound.
here's the thing you need to know.
Just think it all up as you go.
Slow down, why you in a hurry? Relax, there's no need to worry. Got no use for second guessing. You've got
Notes that need expressing.
slow down, crashing through the window. That's the only thing you gotta do to let it all crescendo. I can never get enough. Crashing through the window. That's the only thing you gotta do to let it all begin now.
Hey, feeling better, oh, so much better. Light as a feather, my blues are gone forever. No more denying, so mesmerizing, electrifying when my blues are harmonizing. Sing and swing, just swing. Sing, everybody sing. Just swing, just swing. Sing, everybody sing.
All right, folks, that was something else. One more huge round of applause for the vocal jazz while they're getting off the stage. Congratulations. Awesome, awesome show. Oh, this is so great. We're going to take just a moment for a quick little stage change while we invite the jazz combo up. I want to tell you a little bit about the jazz combo. They have a name, the Bell Tones. And they're led by one intrepid young person named Bell. Bell came to me at the beginning of the year and said, you know, Mr. Mailman, I think it would be very cool if we had a combo. And I said, I agree, that would be very cool, but I don't want to run it. Bell said, no problem. And so Bell went around and they found what are you guys up to? 8 players? 8 players. They've run rehearsals on their own. They've been giving each other feedback. It's been really impressive to watch them work. They are thoughtful, they are educated, not necessarily because of me, but because Bell has really taken a great leadership role and showed them some really great things. One of the things that I wanted to congratulate them on, earlier this year, the Calgary Young People's Theatre also came to me and said, you know what, Mr. Mailman, it would be really cool if we had a live band for this show. And I said, that would be really cool, but I don't want to run it. And so I turned to Bell and I said, that combo that you've got, you want a gig? And Bell was like, yeah, we want a gig. And so they did a very successful run of a show called The Smoking Gun, where they wrote and arranged a lot of the music. They performed as many members of this combo were involved. And so this combo is getting gigs. You're going to see them at the Cornerstone Cafe in a couple of weeks. This combo is really doing it for real. So I'm very, very proud of this combo, even though I had nothing to do with it. So up on stage, you're going to see Rylan on the drums. You've got Carson on trumpet. We've got Anya on alto saxophone. Era on the big saxophone. Ben on the big trombone. And Josie is going to stay on stage with her microphone and sing for you. With that, folks, I'd like to introduce Bell Shin and the Bell Tones.
Hello everyone, I'm Bell Shin, and these are the Bell Tones. Today we're going to be playing for you 2 tunes that have become sort of our staples. We'll be playing Misty featuring Carson Denitas and Era. Are you playing this one? Yeah, Era Blase. And then we'll be playing for you Watermelon Man, featuring pretty much everyone else. Mr. Mailman talked a lot about me for the intro, but I would very much like to thank and bring attention to all the other musicians that are on stage with me today. Without them, none of this would be possible. Without their talents, without their willingness to put in the work and be just so lovely to be with every single time, every single rehearsal. This would not be possible at all. Can we give them a round of a hand, please? All right, and now we're going to be playing for you Misty by Errol Garner. We hope you enjoy.
Mic test, mic test, mic test. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This good? Okay. Hit it, Carson.
Oh, that was fun. I forgot to introduce one very important person on that one. I just didn't look far enough to my right. Veronica Massey on keys. Yes. All right. We're going to take a short break while we... please don't look at the stage for the next 10 minutes. There's going to be utter chaos going on up here. Please order another drink or a dessert or something. We're going to be back with the jazz band in just a few minutes. And yeah, one more time for the combo. Well done, team. Right. All right, folks, that was not as chaotic as I thought it was going to be. These are good kids. Folks, please welcome the Central Memorial Big Band. Thank you, folks. Thank you. That was The Chicken, arranged by Chris Berg. Fun fact about Chris Berg, almost his entire catalog is chicken puns. You can look it up. Chris Berg. And that one featured, who did we have? We started with Angelo, and then we went from Angelo to Era, and then from Era to Ryder, and from Ryder to Judith, and before all of that was Charisse on the guitar. Okay, next up we've got something completely different. This is a piece of music that features our drummer, Rylan. And we sort of did a test run on the introduction yesterday. And he made me promise that I wouldn't talk about how cute he was with his little smile. I was assured that I would not be able to talk about his hockey haircut with his little ball cap. And so I promised not to do that today. This piece features him on brushes solos, and then he switches to sticks partway through. It's called Cute, and it's by Neil Hefti. and that was great. Well done. Okay, now looking out at the crowd, I know all of you are avid Instagram followers, and so many of you saw that there was a Name That Tune, and this is that tune. If you have a program, you know the answer, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. We'll have you shout it out afterwards. This one features one of our grade 12 students. This is the incredible Anya. Anya's going to take the feature on this tune. And because she gets to play all the notes, I'm going to make her stand the whole time. So, folks, this is our next tune, which you will name afterwards, featuring the one and only Anya. is just such a treat working with this band. Congratulations, Anya. That was wonderful. Grade 12. All right, up next we've got an Eric Morales tune. So what is? Oh, sorry, I didn't ask. What was the name of the tune? My Cherie Amour, yes, which means my dear love. And Anya was not forthcoming about who she has a crush on. Her sister, on the other hand, had the details. So, anyway, we're gonna move on to Kaleidoscope. Eric Morales, great tune. This one features the trumpet. It's sort of a modern Latin rock, pop, punk. I don't know. It's a bunch of things. I think you'll like it. Trumpets be good? Everybody else okay? All right. Folks, Kaleidoscope. Kaleidoscope, folks. Big hand for Jay on the flugelhorn. Yes. And Sarah on the alto sax. Fantastic. Okay, the next tune, another big feature. This one features Carson Denitas. This one is Lifelong Friends, of which it turns out you have many, Carson. Listen to that. All right, so we've Lifelong Friends here. This is a really interesting tune. It's got a bunch of different kinds of feels. Originally written to be featuring a tenor sax player, but Carson said, I can play all those notes no matter how high or how low. And so I let him give it a try, and folks are in for a treat. This is Carson Denitas with Lifelong Friends. Carson Denitas. Folks, you're going to see these people on stages in the future. What an incredible band. Can't believe that for some of you this is going to be your last jazz show. Oh, yeah. It's that season, folks. We have one more tune for you. This is the one that we always close our shows with. We call it Big Noise from Central. It's really Big Noise from Winnetka. It was written originally as a jam between a bass player and a drummer. Yeah. And the drummer actually ended up playing on the bass for a little while because he got bored, and I guess he got mad at the bass player for soloing too long, but it turned into an iconic hit, which we now finish every set with. Folks, in that tune, I also want to recognize Jay took another little solo in there, and Jay did a great job on that one. And okay, I'll read this off in just a second. But folks, it really means so much that you come out, you support us so often, you do all the fundraisers. The CMMPA helps us so much. I know Jody is back there somewhere. Jody was saying, or there she is. Jody was saying earlier that she was really enjoying seeing all the parents face to face. Be like, that's who I've been emailing. That's so nice to meet you. So everyone, make sure you go say hi to Jody before you leave. Thanks to the Ironwood and Pat for hosting us. You treat us so well and take such good care of us. Thank you, the staff here. And of course, it's so great to see all our colleagues and support from the school and support from the parents. So thanks for making this an incredible community to be part of and for all of these kids to grow and learn in. We get to do amazing things because of all of the support that you provide. So thank you for making this an incredible place to work, an incredible place to learn. Thank you. So Big Noise from Central is going to feature Esri, Chris, Emily, Greta, Emmanuel, and Judith, but we are going to start it the traditional way with Rylan and Belle taking a solo right off the top. Thank you, folks. The Central Memorial Big Band. Thank you for coming out to Jazz Night.